Hey everybody, welcome to group break number 579. We have the SP Authentic Mixer with 4 boxes of 2020-21 and 4 boxes of 24-25. Gonna be a lot of fun. Here we go. Here are your teams, by the way, just so everyone sees their teams again. Good luck. Let's pull something sick. Yeah, Steve, if you get nothing, you'll get something with Seattle. Seattle's one of those, like, I've got the got some baked in insurance for you there, so. In particular, because they're a little bit rougher. It's just, yeah. Yeah. And, like, if it's anything like the last inner that we had for SP Authentic, the really bad team will end up doing better than the really good team or whatever, because I was wild yesterday. All right, we're gonna rip and stack this because it's a little bit easier to flow. Need your Ovi today? All right. Hey, we can try. We can try. Oh, we pulled one last year in one box for our YouTube video. It was like, oh, that was sick, and it was an insanely loaded box. Well, there's an Ovi celebrating moments for his 700th NHL goal. Not the Ovi you're looking for, but Larkin for the Red Wings. Kyle Connor for the Jets. Oh, hello for the Ottawa Senators. Future Watch auto of Josh Norris. That's a good one to start with. I think that's CPOW. There we go. All right, decoy. So this should be our other autograph here. Barabanov for the Leafs. It's also CPOW. To be fair, CPOW, you have like a third of the teams in the break, so you're going to get a lot of this stuff, hopefully. Well, theoretically. At least his autograph's nice. Sharon Govich. Also CPOW, right? Yep. So congrats on your personal of like the good stuff out of an SP Authentic box. Man, Barabanov's one that I think if he got on a different team, like after he was with the Sharks, he actually could have stuck around and been like an impact NHLer. At least like a middle six forward, but we'll take a Norris Future Watch autograph to start with. And like, hey, if you're gonna hit a scrub, at least it's a scrub leaf. At least it's a scrub leaf. All right. Patrick Kane Spectrum for Chicago. That bounty is long done. Matt Murray for the Senators. Bo Horvat for the Canucks. Brett Hall for the Blues on the top performers. Ryan Suter for the Wild. Kaprizov for the Wild on the celebrated moments. All right. Yeah, we got 2 spots left in the PWHL break. I know the side says 6, but there are 2 for bot. We will do the random at the end. When you do the random at the end, it shows 6 spots available for whatever reason rather than how many have actually been sold. So yeah, true. We'll try and snap your thing. Also, the Islanders are actually like they're actually not as bad as you think. You got one of the top rookies in 2020-21, and then you got some, at least some quantity. Yeah, the rookies aren't the strongest, but you've at least got some cards in the other one. McDavid on the True Leaders for the Oilers. John Tavares, Mr. Pajama for the Leafs. Teuvo Teravainen for the Hurricanes. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks on the Celebrated Moments. Another decoy. Ovechkin for the Capitals. And Roman Josi True Leaders for San Jose. We didn't get a numbered card in there, eh? We just got the 2 autographs. And I guess they weren't guaranteed 1 per box, but they were pretty frequently 1 per box. All right, let's go 24-25. Let's go 24-25. We'll alternate the years. Maybe not a baby goat. Maybe the break gods like goats. 33 on the box number. Okay. I think the method to opening this up, rip and stack, is doing 1, 2, 3. Based off of the inner yesterday, the autos were normally on the top on this side, and then sometimes you would have a random one on the left side. But a baby pineapple, hey, I would eat a baby pineapple right now. McCamadulin on the freshman focus, Shen on the pageantry, Patrick Koch for Utah. Doesn't he have... I swear he pulled his Future Watch, like non-auto, and it was a different... Yeah, it was a different photo. It was actually like errors, or the Utah photo, not that one. McDavid for the Oilers, Matthews for the Leafs, and an Ovechkin red for the Capitals. Akil Thomas for the Kings, Bedard for Chicago, and Hellenius for the Kings. Jesper Wallstedt on the level 2 Spectrum FX for the Wild, Sebastian Casa, Matt Boldy for the Wild. He had a twin, yeah. That'd be actually pretty funny. Alright, so I've either opened this up properly, and we'll end on the autos from the box, or we'll get the autos at the end here. Alright, I think I can just full grip this. Trevor Moore for the Kings. Put that up there. Nylander, Othman for the Rangers. Ooh, Josh Doan. And Mark Scheifele on the holofoils for the Jets. Scheifele for the Jets. MC. Nice little case hit there. We pulled 3 holofoils in 16 boxes, so did pretty good yesterday there. Novak for the Predators. Collabs for the Hurricanes. Pageantry red at Coronado for the Flames. Declan Carlisle for the Bolts on the red. Husnadino for the Wild. Othman for the Rangers. And Mitch Marner for the Leafs. All right, these should be our autographs. Should be our autographs. Ooh, we got something different. Jonathan Berggren for the Detroit Red Wings on the telemetry auto. I'll give you one guess to who had the Detroit Red Wings. That's a nice hit, though. These are really, really clean. I like these. And I like Berggren as a rookie. But C-Pal, that one is also yours. Kucherov and Point on the Collabs, and Josi for the Predators. I need to pay attention to the base because I've only seen one shark and it's only Eklund in the base set. I don't know if I'm just crazy. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, Declan Carlisle. MC getting an auto. How's the corners on these one? This one's okay. We've had a couple of these that have been pretty dinged up. So we got the Brisson freshman focus blue. I don't know why that one was backwards, and Brindley on the limited red future watch for the Blue Jackets. All right, I think 2020-21 was better. I think this was better, so we'll roll with it. Here we go. And we got 2 spots left in the PWHL random. 1 box of it. You get everything for your team for the break. There's 6 teams in that. So it is a very solid product. It's similar to last year. Obviously, probably not the same level of hype or like value from a Young Gun standpoint because you don't have, you know, all the goats of women's hockey getting their first Young Gun. We got a patch. Should we save the patch for the end of the box or rip it now? I feel like rip it now. All right, let's just go for it now. It's this way. I already spoiled it for the Vancouver Canucks. Niels Höglander to 99. C-Pow. All right, C-Pow. You may have not hit the best teams, but you hit the right teams, if you know what I mean. Nice little retro. I like that card. That's a nice one. Big Höglander fan here. All right, and we're down to 1 spot left in the PWHL break. Next up, here we go. If you guys make a deal for that, just message me afterwards. Calvin Turkoff. Just both send me a message afterwards, and then I can throw it into that. All right, and PWHL is sold out. So we'll do that after this. Oh man, True Rarity. Someone came in the stream Wednesday and said that they pulled one. Well, the rest of this is just going to be... I'm just going to rip and stack the rest of this because I doubt we're going to have a 3 auto box with the patch auto. Oh, if we have an auto, it's probably going to be here. Spectrum of Jansen Harkins for the Jets. That's someone I'm shocked never... Oh, he's kind of... Someone I'm shocked that never really took off. McDavid on the Spectrum for the Oilers. Decoy. Tuck for Vegas. Gallagher for the Habs. The second auto was Calvin Turkoff for the Blue Jackets. Hey, that wasn't a C-Pow auto. Calvin Turkoff. A player that I like had some excitement for. Actually, Gordy, former Kelowna Rocket. I mean, who knows? It happens, man. Sometimes you go on a hot streak. We have been on a bit of a hot streak with the YouTube boxes lately. We pulled the Hudson auto. We got the MVP rookie redemption. Pretty wild. Tavares for the Leafs. Bergeron for the Bruins. Tyler Toffoli for the Kings on the celebrated moments. McDavid for the Oilers on the true leaders. Gibson for the Ducks. Svechnikov for the Hurricanes. Sorry, I just got to check something here. Okay, we're good. All right. This is another good box here. Good Future Watch patch auto. Hoaglander's good. Hoaglander's good. Yeah, that happens. Mine was a superlative box. Actually, I had one box since then that would have beat that, but a superlative box at the Expo. Rene for the Predators in like 2013. Werenski for the Blue Jackets. It's recorded for YouTube. So Yossi for the Predators. Way before, I think Zephyr even was the company. But Stamkos for the Bolts on the celebrated moments. But before I even like started working here. So Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. And Lee for the Islanders. It had a Gordie Howe auto, a Lemieux skate lace 101 type of thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's insane. That is a box that's like, yeah. You could have cases that aren't as good as your box. Because I'm pretty sure we've had cases that weren't as good as your box. Hey, you got to celebrate the highs when they happen, because 31. This would be, if I were to pick a box number, be the box that I would pick. Nice. The Oromatos are sick. Right, 3 and 1. By the way, I don't know what the progress on the bounty is, but if you need your bounty codes from this year's SP Authentic, send me a message and I will see what I can do. Do we have another holophone? No, that's a pageantry. I will try and get it out. I will get it for you. Miller for the Canucks, Solani for the Ducks, Allen for Chicago. Akil Thomas, freshman focus green. Yossi for the Predators, and Perfetti for the Jets. Bedard for Chicago. Norris for the Sens. Comesso for Chicago. Norris is still Senators. They wouldn't have had that trade. Oh, we do have an auto on this side. Curated signatures. This is an update. We've got a lot of update in this. I mean, like, why? Denisenko. Like, we went through this yesterday. Why include that as an update? Slaggert for Chicago, Patrick Kane for Detroit. That was really hard to say. Kane for Chicago, or not Kane for Chicago, a Chicago before Patrick Kane. Yeah, that's just a scribble. It's like he tried to draw, honestly, he tried to draw a baseball diamond and then went a little bit too carried away there. All right. Spectrum, Roman Yossi for the Predators, Chris Kreider for the Rangers, Prishpov for the Avs. Put it up there just so they're easy to access. Joshua Waugh on the non-autoed Future Watched for the Habs. $9.99. You get one of the best names to say, Joshua Waugh. Or as we call him around here, Wawa. Cormier and Kaprizov. We got something blue. Ethan Cardwell. I sure hope he does. $3.99 on the blue. All right. Gonzalez, Jack Hughes, and Connor Geeky. 2 bolts and a devil there. Kaprizov, Zook, Zibanejad for the Rangers, Matthews for the Leafs. All right, we might have 2 autos, we might have 1. So we already got 1, but normally the update doesn't count. So it is Brandon Saad on the UD Authentics. These are really clean for the Blues. Those are really clean. That's yeah, that's this here. Yeah, those are super clean. Logan Morrison and Jack Quinn. Next pack. All right, big Future Watch. I'm thinking a top 10 Future Watch autograph here. I'm probably wrong, but I'm definitely wrong. Samuel Hellenius. At least it's not a scribble auto. It's a $5.99. How do people feel about the horizontals this year? Carvey, you got 2 of the autos from this. And then C-Pal got the other one. Flames and Blue Jackets. Oh, that's another one for 2020-21. It's up 2-0. Command and lead here. Let me shrink this stack down. There we go. Perfect. All right. Hey, excuse me, we've had a break where we've pulled 2 of the same Future Watch autos in a single box of this before, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I whacked the camera. That's the one thing, I like this webcam because it focuses really, really well, but it's magnetic, so like it's really easy to just knock it. So when we upgrade our setup, we'll try and change that. All right, we're gonna go left side here, and I think I opened up the auto side. It's like, I'm gonna try the other side because it hasn't been the auto side, but. Mine was, I opened a lot of 2018-19 stuff. Casey Middlestat. Like, the one kind of short print, quote unquote, player that was not really, I don't know, that I did not want to pull. He was the last player. Like, I had a better PC of Casey Middlestat than most people just from opening up boxes. It's like, I sold most of it, but yeah, if you want some Casey Middlestat cards, I know a guy. McDavid celebrated moments. That's for first postseason hat trick. Strome for Chicago. Hedman for the Bolts. Stahl for the Hurricanes. I didn't open up the auto side. Nice. Aho for the Hurricanes. Kaprizov again on the celebrated moments for the Wild. Let's see what's in the second half here. There we go. All right, and then I will check offers on the pick your team after if you have offers, but there are only 12 teams left there, so only 12 teams left there. We definitely got that McDavid. Yep, second McDavid. Gensel for the Penguins and Kevin Ball, big baller brand for the Devils. Non-auto Future Watch. I think, did he get an auto Future Watch update? Martin Jones for the Sharks, everyone's favorite goalie. Timmy Stützle, celebrated moments for the Senators. Sure. It's probably not that big of an insert, but just to check. Chera for the Bolts. And Ovechkin on the True Leaders. Yeah, I really like this year's Future Watch design as well. I honestly like both 2020, 21, and 24, 25 are actually two of my favorites, so. This year's Future Watch design kind of seems like Premiere without the acetate, essentially. True, man. I hope we can get you something, but yeah, it's you never know. There's all the autos left with 4 boxes, so. And all you need is one, right? Yeah. Try and make things fun, right? So you get something on top of, you know, just the cards. Mark Giordano for the Flames on the True Leaders. Steven Stamkos for the Bolts. For Dougie Hamilton for the Hurricanes. Sign of the Times. Yanni Gourde for Tampa Bay. MC. Seems like, I mean, I guess you guys have the bulk of the teams between the two of you, technically, but nice Gourde. Like, honestly, like, nice auto. We have an update. That could actually be pretty big. It's the right player. Yep, Carter Verhaeghe for the Tampa Bay Lightning Future Watch autograph. Not the best signature, but hey. We'll take that every day of the week. Bergeron can go to the side. There we go. Oh, a 3 auto box? Oh, that's a actually nice auto too. Like, not the... Just a nice looking auto. Mantha for the Red Wings. Red Wings getting on the board again. Man, C-Pow and MC, you two, I swear, have all but like 2 of the autos from the entire break. That was a good box. 3 autos, Mantha, Gordon, Verhaeghe, like all relevant players. Good box. Essentially, yeah. So essentially this card was printed in for 1920 SP Authentic, and he didn't get them back in time. And so they put it in 2020, 21. Essentially that's what they do. Yeah, they just shove them back in. Even if they're bad. Which frustrates me a little bit, because if it's a couple years out and they haven't returned it and they're bad, use those for like the expired redemption raffles and stuff. Oh, Day with the Pops are wicked. 14 on the box number. Go. So again, it's 3. And then I'm just gonna tilt this light up slightly so we don't get as much glare. It's probably better. This box is gonna be insanely amazing or not. What if it's just perfectly mid then? Graph for the Sharks. Look at this graph. Fleury and Lamoureux for Utah. McKinnon, maximum performance. Barzell and Cole Sillinger. Maximum performance is a very good way to describe him. Poland, Jesper Wallstedt, Josh Stone. Colorado, Minnesota, Utah. Spectrum FX, Emil Lilleberg for the Bolts. Rempe and Suzuki for the Habs. Yeah, bolts are good, man. Bolts are really good in 24-25. They're super slept on. You got a really good rookie. I like Gonsalves, honestly, as a secondary guy. Barkov on the thing. Barkov. Mohamedoulan on the limited red. Casa on the future icon for the Red Wings. Arshdeep for the Canucks and Schneider for the Rangers. Barkov, Verhage, Carlson, and Klapka limited red. Brisson for Vegas, Trevor Moore, and Heiskanen for the Stars. All right, auto time. Auto time. What are we looking at here? Can't really tell. All right. It might be a good autograph. Dylan Guenther for Arizona, Utah on the UD Authentics. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. All right. Bergeron can lie down. Bedard, Khrushchev, and Sammy Reinhart. Should be, is this Vert? This is Vert. It's blue. Denton Mateychuk. All right. That's good. Good box for Columbus. That is actually, fun fact, not part of the base set. There are 105 Future Watch rookies. Mateychuk. He's a really good defender. Like really good. Honestly, probably value-wise might be is probably similar. Do I have another stand? Yeah, there it is. All right. We'll slide them back here for now. There we go. McKinnon, Ranton in blue, and Romanov for the Sharks. Romanov wasn't pulled in a day. I think that is actually a win for 24-25. I like the sum of Mateychuk and Guenther better than Verhage, Mantha, and that. That's not a Lekaramaki. That's a Höglander. Which, honestly, I like better than... That was actually the year that is 2010 or 2010-11 retro design is the first SPA box I ever opened up. Actually opened up when I was in Arizona. Now we're gonna get something big here. I feel like it. We're due. That was a good box though. That last box was a good box. Legit superstar in Guenther. I'm calling him a superstar now. And then Mateychuk is like top 10. Like value-wise might not be top 10, but performance-wise top 10 rookie from the crop. So we'll take that. That was a good box. J-Rob, Eichel for Vegas, Frank Nazar on the limited red for Chicago. Green collabs, Kucherov Point, Pasta, and Protoss. Protoss gives me PTSD to Hearthstone. Clark, Romanov for the Islanders, and Dubé for the Capitals, just because Protoss Mage is not fun to play against. Sam Colangelo for the Ducks, Klapka for the Flames, and Konechny for the Flyers. All right, a few more packs to go here. Kyle Connor for the Jets. Point and Andre Lee. Bolts and Kings. Bolts and Kings and Bolts and Kings. Gavin Brindley for the Blue Jackets. One of the best non-auto guys, I think. Honestly, I think there's merit in having it. Like, this current format, I think, is okay. But yeah, I can see that. Wilberg. Oh, there's another Shark. Granlund on the red. Green coming up. Connor Geeky for the Bolts to 199. Bolts cleaned up this break, man. Yeah, it's almost like there's pros and cons to it. O'Reilly and Forsberg, Kachuk, and Colin Graff. The 2020-21 format, I think, was done with all the decoy packs. Collabs for the Penguins, Wendell Clark for the Leafs, and Nuge for the Oilers. What do we got here? I think this is a base future watch, right? It's gold. It could be Vegas or Anaheim. Anaheim. Cutter Gauthier future watch auto for the Ducks. MC. Well, I mean, it's a patch. I don't really want to take it down here. He can live there. Butler, Nylander, Blue Jackets, Leafs. This is a 2 Future Watch autograph box. Let's go. It's teal. Colin Graff. Look at this graph. $9.99 for the Sharks. Honestly, not the worst guy to get. Larkin, Raymond, and Poulter. Yeah, close, but no. Could you imagine Celebrity and like Cutter Gauthier in the same box? That is true. Future Watch autographs used to be like somewhat clumped together. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense that he's a redemption because his patches aren't in. Go for some more bolts. Look, we'll hit you a Sorokin Future Watch. If we do this, virtual high five. All right, here we go. Final box. Let's get something fancy here. No more bolts. Dude, your Tampa Bay package is going to be like this big. It's going to, it's like, not going to have to adjust the weight on the shipment, but like, it might be close. They say lightning never strikes twice. Well, we proved that wrong today. All right. Vasilevsky for, you guessed it, Barzal for the Islanders, Marner for the Leafs, Sign of the Times for the Habs, Philip Deneau. Habs on the board. Obviously that big Future Watch autograph you wanted, but you know what? Deneau isn't that bad. Again, a good NHLer. I'll take that. We have an update. Trevor Moore update for the Leafs. 12 of 9.99 on the inscribed for the Leafs. I mean, hey, we'll take that. He plays for the Kings. He's actually like still an NHLer and pretty decent. Vitek Vanchek for the Capitals on the Future Watch Spectrum. Yeah, Trevor Moore's actually like not that bad. Mid-6 forward. Yeah. Anytime you get like an update of a player that's still A, actually playing in the NHL, and B, still somewhat producing at the NHL level, you take it. Because let me check his points again. Yeah, he had 40 points in 71 games last year, 57 and 82. He had a 31 goals season 2 years ago. So like he's actually solid. Second for the Stars. They were actually really quiet. Van Riemsdyk. And then for the Flames, future icons. Wow, this card aged so well. Hang on. Elias Lindholm and Rasmus Anderson. Yeah, that Moore inscribe's actually a pretty sick one to get to. Again, value-wise won't be there, but actually good player. Getzlaff for the Ducks. Rene, that's his goalie goal. Parisi for the Wild. That means we probably have like Suter, if I remember correctly. Yossi for the Predators. All right, will we have bonus autographs? We have, normally when you get an update, you have an extra one, but some years you did get 4 auto boxes. See, for you guys in the break, I would love to pull a 4 auto box. For me personally, probably not, because that means one of the other boxes in this case is going to have no autos in it, which would be tough in a break. But if that happens, we'll work out around it. So, and who knows? Sometimes you can get 5-6 auto boxes, and it's someone else's cases that gets messed up. Stamkos for the Bolts. This is the same insert run. Theodore for Vegas. Carlson for the Capitals. Ryan Suter. Panarin. And Zach Parise for the Wild. All right. Well, that is the break. Some teams absolutely crushed it. Some teams kind of whimpered. But again, if you were like shut out in this break, I will make sure you get taken care of. So here we go. So highlights, future icons for the Flames 199, Geeky to 199 for the Bolts. Brindley, I wish he was autoed this year because he's really good to 999. Costed at 399. Hall of Foils of Shifley for the Jets. Ball, Future Watch to 999. Cardwell to 399. Joshua Waugh to 999. That's a recapable one. Deneau, Sign of the Times, graph-based Future Watch autograph. Telemetry at Berggren, that's nice. Mantha, Sign of the Times, Yanni Gord. Sam Hellenius. Saad. The Scribble Monster. Turkov. Declan Carlisle, and Barabanov. In terms of top hits, so we'll probably put the Trevor Moore here. Nice inscribed Future Watch autograph. I mean, hey, still relevant. Had 31 goal season, not last year, but the year before. Matejchuk, Future Watch autograph. Fire Lizards sounds good. Gunther on the UD Authentics. Verhage on the base Future Watch for the Bolts. We'll put Josh Norris in second or third here. I like my Niels Höglander Future Watch patch auto though. Just a nice 1, 2, 3, 4 color, 4 break. Beautiful patch, but hit of the break. We gotta go with Cutter to 999. All right, that's group break 579. Up next is 578, which is PWHL.